The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. Third down here. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Time for an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three.
Visitors, nothing.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
And 3.
This is Mostert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Mostert. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 44 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Here's Landry. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, Rimley, Rimley. That's track. 51 the fight, boy, 51. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
2-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Just like that. Just like that. 43. 51 to the mark. Right here, right here. Right side. Right side.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, Throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling.
4 yards.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. The 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Landry. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Right side caught by Jackson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are good.
everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
from the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 44.
Throwing on second down. Jackson quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
The 19-yard line.
Over the middle to Beckham. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Kicker on for the point after.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year at Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The 35-yard line.
Now Mostert. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The open man is Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And the play action. It's Jackson.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Jackson rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, the Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Las Vegas.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Back to Brown, this time complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Raiders, nothing.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. They'll roll him out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Short throw to Smith, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Out of the end
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Saints 17, Raiders nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own.
So out come the Raiders. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Henry Ruggs. Incomplete. That is
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Jackson on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Jackson's going to look to run it. Fights off the defender. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. They can't corral him. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for 37 yards. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Defense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mate.